The hard work has been done. You have almost successfully flipped a home. Now comes the good part. Watch this video to learn how to sell the home and make that profit. I'm Lexi Esparza, the realtor that educates. I'm an investor-friendly agent from South Texas. Here's Flipping Homes in South Texas, Stage 5. Make money. You have done the work. Now it's time to make your money. There are a couple of options you have when selling the home you flipped. 1. Sell it with a real estate agent. Every agent is different, so I'll speak for myself in this instance. Working with an agent can take loads of work and stress off your back. If you have consulted with the agent for a CMA in stage 2, you will have a price that you all came up with. At this point, you should verify that those numbers still apply. There is a chance that the property could have appreciated in value. An updated CMA is crucial. You definitely don't want to list it above the market value. Even worse, you don't want to list it below the value because that could leave money on the table. Once we have decided on the list price, I would have the professional photos done. Your property would be listed on the MLS and the marketing would begin. The scheduling of showings would be taken care of by me with your approval. As offers are received, I would present them to you and go over all the details. Then comes negotiation and contracts. We want to make sure to get the best terms possible. Contracts are extremely important. No one cares to look at them when things are going well. However, as soon as something goes wrong or one party isn't happy, you better believe the contract will be taken out. Working with a realtor will benefit you. I will ensure that you are taken care of in writing. Number 2, another option you have is to sell it yourself. This can be done, but remember that all the above mentioned tasks and more will fall on you. To me, it's too much work for a house flipper to do themselves, considering it would just be taking away from them getting the next deal going. But if you account for the realtor's expenses in your flip formula that I mentioned in stage 2, having a realtor wouldn't be a problem. However, if you are adamant that you want to sell it yourself, or if commissions just don't work with your numbers, go for it. Just be sure to market the home properly and really get the word out. Try to be available as much as possible for all the showings. Ensure your contracts are written correctly and protect you as the seller. Lastly, keep up with the closing escrow officer, buyer's lender, and everyone else involved in the transaction. And I would also say if you would like to hire an attorney, they might be able to help you as well. Let's dive a little deeper into what is needed for the home to be put on the market. First, in the state of Texas, you'll need to provide a seller's disclosure by law. As you can see here, this is the form you'll need to fill out that details all you know about the property. Be as truthful as possible here. There can be legal consequences if you do not disclose something and the buyer finds out later. I would also advise you to purchase a residential service contract or home warranty for the buyer. This will run you about $500, but can definitely protect you if something goes wrong with the property after you have sold it. Instead of the buyer coming and complaining to you, they will reach out to the home warranty company and you will be protected and unbothered. Once the home is on the market, your agent will start presenting the offers to you, or you will be receiving them yourself. When considering offers, there are a few things to keep in mind besides price. Look at all terms of the offer. Is there a quick option period? I would say you don't want to allow for one that's more than a week to 10 days. That is ample time for the buyer to get an inspector in there and request repairs if necessary. Take a look at the contingencies. Are there too many? Is their offer contingent on the sale of their home? Next, review how long they need to close on the home. 30 to 45 days is typical if they are financing the home. If it's beyond that, you may want to find out why. What is the down payment they are putting? Consider the area you are in. If it's not typical for buyers to put the full 20% down payment, don't turn your head at an offer just because they are putting less than 5% down. Lastly, look at their earnest money. It is common for buyers to give about 1% of the purchase price, but this is definitely negotiable. If it seems that they are giving too little, consider this as a factor. Remember that earnest money will often show their seriousness of intent to buy the property. Every situation is different, but they should be able to put 1% down, considering that would go towards the down payment. If the above mentioned terms look favorable and the buyer is legitimate, accept the offer. Now that you are under contract, you'll have some items to complete before you get to the closing table. I would highly recommend you keep proof of the permits you pulled and inspections you received. They will come in handy if the lender or closing officer needs to see them. During the buyer's option period, they will likely request some repairs. Look over these repairs and decide with your agent which would be best to do. Don't hesitate to meet the buyer in the middle, especially if they are qualified buyers. If you have made no additions to the property, you should be able to provide the survey you received when purchasing the property for this sale as well. Closer to the closing date, you will receive the closing disclosure. Take a look at this statement line by line. If there is anything that doesn't seem right or you don't understand, please don't hesitate to inquire about it. Once everything checks out, you are headed to the closing table. Both your mental and physical hard work is finally done. Now it's time to celebrate your sale. Remember, no matter how much monetary profit you make, there are two things you will always gain. Knowledge and experience are priceless. Take what you learned with the flip and apply it to the next. Learn from your mistakes. You will only get better at this process. I hope you found this video series helpful and informative. Flipping homes can surely bring you wealth. I am so happy to be just a small part of your journey. If you still have questions about how to get the money to purchase and rehab these homes, watch this video next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.